What is hatching, Toga peeps? Oldmantup coming at you today with our week 1 team builder for the UAPB, and we are prepping for Casper and the LA Lake Guardians. And if you saw the draft analysis yesterday, you know the team we're working with. Now let's see what he has and we need to prep for. His draft in order was Kyurem, Skarmory, Azumarill, Entei, Megasceptile, Galvantula, Blastoise, Seismitoad, Mismagius, Weezing, and Stunfisk. So some pretty serious threats on that team. Largely the Kyurem, his #1 pick. Something we need to be ready for because I have a feeling he's going to bring it, and he is going to be bringing it is a Z Captain, and he will be rocking the Z Gigavolt Havoc from Terravolt because there is no way he can one-shot Suicune without it. So I don't think there's any way he wouldn't bring that unless he was bringing just straight up Scarf item. But I think that really hinders him against my team because I have good switches into his moves. So let's get into what we brought this week. And we're going to start off with Billy Idol, the Roserade. And we're rocking Aromatherapy, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power Fire, Modest 252 Special Attack, 184 hit points, 56 in Special Defense, and 12 in Speed. The speed tiers between our two teams, there is a huge drop off. I think Kyurem is like his slowest higher speed tier mon, and there's no way we can outspeed that if he's invested. So we aren't worried about having that much speed. All we have to have really outspeed is Skarmory, that's slower than us, and we do that very well. So we have Hidden Power Fire for Skarmory if he decides to bring it, Sludge Bomb for the rest of his team, Giga Drain for the rest of his team, and Aromatherapy. We are going to be able to use that for one of the other sets we have with us. Black Sludge for recovery, as well as Giga Drain, Rockin' Technician to boost that HP fire for things like Skarmory. Next, we have Socrates, the Hitmonlee, White Herb, Unburden boost, Close Combat Rapid Spin, Knockoff, and Blaze Kick. This set, max speed, Jolly Nature with 252 in attack and 4 hit points to give us an even hit point number this week. I hope I fix that before we battle. But anyways, reason we're rocking the White Herb this week, if he doesn't have the Sticky Webs up with Galvantula, which I highly expect him to bring because, like I mentioned before, the speed tiers between our two teams are ridiculous. How there is the large gap in his team. So Sticky Webs would be extremely fortunate for him to bring. I really expect Galvantula. White Herb allows us to switch in while they are up, shrug off the speed drop, and get a super quick rapid spin off if we need to, getting rid of the rocks, or yeah, getting rid of the rocks, getting rid of the webs. Close combat in the event that the webs aren't up. Clicking close combat gives us an automatic +1 speed boost without lowering our defenses, so that's fantastic. Rapid spin, knockoff, blaze kick, just placeholder moves. Knockoff because it's always useful, and blaze kick for that annoying Skarmory. Next, one of the reasons we have Aromatherapy on Billy Idol, we're bringing Blueberry this week. Blueberry the Suicune, Leftovers Pressure, Toxic, Scald, Rest, and Shadow Ball. Aromatherapy allows us to get rid of that rest. Thought about bringing Assault Vest this week, but I think having reliable recovery, this thing just sits in front of so many mons on our opponent's team. We can exchange Toxics with the likes of Blastoise if he brings it, or Seismitoad, and we're going to win that race 100% of the time because we rest it off and he does not. So Toxic, Scald, Rest, Shadow Ball, great coverage against his team. We are 200 hit points invested. We are bold this week with max defense, 4 in special defense, 52 in speed, allowing us to speed creep things like Kyurem Black, who is slower. No, he's not. My mistake. I always think that Suicune has a 100 speed, but it's 85. I believe this investment allows us to outspeed Skarmory 100% of the time, Azumarill 100% of the time, and I think that was the reason that investment was made. So that's Blueberry this week. Next, we're going to be bringing out Beast Mode, the Yanmega, Expert Bell, Speed Boost, Bug Buzz, Psychic, Hidden Power, Fire, and Giga Drain. Those moves do a huge amount of super effective damage across his team. There's only a few Mons on his team that don't get super effective by one of those moves. This could be a great late game sweeper after we've got some damage done. We are rocking the Modest set, 252 max special attack, 252 max speed. After speed boost, we outspeed everything on his team that isn't scarfed. The only thing that would speed tie us, I believe, is Kyurem Black, if he was not speed nature but max speed, because I believe they both have 95 speed. But Yanmega, provided we can keep rocks off the field, does a ton of work this match. And next we're going to be bringing out my buddy Burge, the Jolteon, excuse me, rocking the Life Orb set this week. Volt Absorb, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Ice, Volt Switch, and Shadow Ball. Again, fantastic coverage across his team. Shadow Ball does so much damage to this guy's team. Does he have a Shadow Ball resist? I don't think he does, which is why we have it on 2 of our Mons, because Ghost types just neutrally hit his entire team, and that is muy bueno. We have the speed investment. I don't believe that a Mega Sceptile outspeeds us any day of the week, so we were able to run Modest, still have enough speed to outspeed. I should probably check that before the match. Now that I say that, I don't know that that sounds right. But anyways, we got Burge with that 130 speed, and we are checking in progress because we are professionals. Alright, so like I said, moves, Volt Switch, we outspeed his entire team. Oh, no, Mega Sceptile outspeeds us, so there's no use in us running the speed investment. That's why we did it this week, yeah. Mega Sceptile hits 145 speed. Okay, makes sense. That's why we're Modest and not Timid, because we couldn't outspeed it anyways. We get extra boom for our buck. The only thing that can outspeed us is Mega Sceptile, and until he Mega Evolves, if he doesn't have a ground type on his team, we just Volt Switch on everything. Thunderbolt does super awesome damage across his team, except for the resists, his ground types, which are Stunfisk and Seismitoad, and after he gets the Lightning Rod ability when he Mega Ups Sceptile. So if we see lead Sceptile, we're definitely going to be considering not Volt Switching, but I highly doubt he would leave it in Mega Up turn 1 when he knows the HP Ice is going to be in our back pocket, because why wouldn't we have it this week? We don't need any other coverage moves against his team, so excellent. And next, we are bringing the Mon that brings the team together, Lil Shotty, our Jirachi, Choice Scarf, Serene Grace, and we are running a special set this week. The front office and I had talked this over, and we really thought that a special set, thanks to Bill Standish, would be extra good this week, because he's probably going to prep super hard for defense, or for physically offensive Jirachi. So we went this way: Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Psychic, and Grass Knot. Grass Knot does excellent coverage for everything that Thunderbolt doesn't hit, more or less. Flash Cannon, Psychic for that stab. His team does not have a Psychic resist, so stab Psychics for days. It blew my mind. He doesn't have a Psychic resist with all the Pokemon that he could have drafted. There is not a Psychic resist in a League format that has huge Psychic threats. So that's excellent for us, not so excellent for him. So anytime we come in, we can click Psychic and do a huge amount of damage. Things that are going to be able to come in and take Psychic, especially defensive Blastoise, especially defensive Seismitoad. It's very possible he could be running a Water Absorb Assault Vest Seismitoad. But that's probably only if he is expecting us to bring a specially offensive Jirachi, which I don't think he's going to. So I think this is really going to catch him off guard. We are timid. We need to be timid. With the speed investment we have, Choice Scarf gives us 1 point higher than max speed, Jolly, or timid Mega Sceptile. So we outspeed everything on his team barring his max speed Scarfers. And that is excellent for us because we come in and click Psychic every single turn, bar none. So that is a team we're bringing against Casper, one of the co-commissioners of the league, and the LA Lake Guardians. So let me know what you think about the team down in the comments section below, and I will catch you guys Sunday for our week 1 upload. Catch you on the flip side, guys. Peace.